Okay, so we're back again, and like I promised, we'll be looking at how to graph from table of values, right? How to graph quadratic functions from table of values. Again, not my best method, but let's just see, right? Okay, so we have this function and we want to graph it, we want to monitor what's going on, and would first get out table of values, values for x and f of x, and then use that. Now, the first thing is this: you don't even know what range of x values would give you the best part of the graph, or the part of the graph that has the properties you're looking for. Now, I can do that because I already know what the graph looks like, but I mean, how would you know where to start from, right? So that's the first drawback to this, and why I feel like it's not your best method. But to graph this anyway, I'm going to start with -4, right? -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, right? And then for each one, I'll just plug in the value of x and then get the corresponding value for f of x, so that I can see what the relationship is at that point. Okay, good. So we'll have f of x is equal to x squared plus x minus 6. So let me put -4, right? I would have f of x is -4 squared minus 4 minus 6. So this will give me 16 minus 10, which gives me 6. So my answer for this one here is 6. Again, for -3, I'm going to have f of x would be -3 squared plus, well, plus here, so plus -3, right? So just -3, and then minus 6. So this would be 9 minus 3 minus 6, which gives me 0, right? So I'm going to put that here. So when x is -4, y is 6. When x is -3, y is 0. And so let's see, when is -2 now? So I'm because of time, I'm just going to rush through this. That's -2. This is -6. -6. -4. 0. And 6. Okay, so we have our relationship right there. Again, you could have done this continuously in case if you didn't have a calculator, but I do so, and to save time. Okay, so let's graph this now, right? Let's graph and see what these points look like on the graph. Okay, so here we have our coordinates. When x is -4, f of x is 6. So x is -4 right here, and f of x is 6. So I think that should be this point. -3, 0. -3, 0 would be this point. -3, 0 would be this point. I'm right. -2, -4. So this is -2. We have -4 here. -1, -6. 0, -6. No, my bad. 0, -6 is not there. 0, -6 is right here. Right, so x is 0, y is -6. 1, -4. 1, -4 is here. 2, 0 is here. And 3, 6. 3, 6 is over here. Okay, so we have our curve shaping up nicely. Just going to try to do the best I can to join this, right? Sorry. If you're doing this on paper, you probably need a bendable ruler. Some people use broomstick, Nigerian broomstick. Like not the brush that, there's the broom, the one that is made of wood is very flexible, so you could just use that to, carve out the points there. And then maybe try to pick the points 3 or 4 at a time. Okay, so because the function, so this is what the graph looks like. Because the function continues, right, we have it all the way here. Good. Now, I can pick out certain things about this graph, and let me do that quickly. I can pick out my x-intercepts, right, which are this one and this one. The values when y is 0, right? Again, will be the roots to this equation, so I can also pick out my vertex, which would be this, right, whatever coordinate that is. I can pick out my y-intercept, which would be this one here also, right, my y-intercept. Direction of opening is up and all of that. Okay, good. So let me see. I'm going to draw my axis of symmetry. I'm going to try my best. I think it's right in the middle here. You can do this, Mr. Okay, good. So that's the graph basically, right? And we graphed it by just getting out the point, right? We did it by getting out the point. But again, like I said, it's limited. I think it's tedious. It doesn't teach you the properties of the graph or of quadratic functions. So I don't think it's the most useful version. And then obviously, unless you have the right values of x to work with, you might just get, you might just have gotten a lump on the left hand side, on the right hand side of your graph. Yeah. So let's compare that with what it actually, wow, look at that, brilliant. So this is what it actually looks like, right? The vertex, the x-intercepts, and everything is right there. So the next thing we'll do is, we'll look at how we can graph quadratic function by using the properties, right? So we solve for the properties, we get the direction of opening, get the x-intercepts, get the y-intercept, get the axis of symmetry, and the vertex. And then we would, we would be able to graph it using these properties. And then again, you don't need to know where the graph is starting from, when the graph is ending up. You don't need you just need to know, how to solve this, which is not really difficult in that sense. So we'll do that in the next video. And yeah, thank you.